might not have enough copper even for this. Just thinking about how quickly I'm going through this. Because, like, I brought 3 full chests. I've already gone through 1 1/3. And we've only built... Wow, this is like 3 out of 4, isn't it? Maybe. Okay, that's 3 out of 4. But then we have another floor above this. And it's not quite 3 full chests, because one of the chests is only half. 2.5 full chests. Yeah, no, I don't think I have enough. It's alright. We can grab more if we need to. Okay, so the lower floor is all good. Right. And then the upper floor, still have this. What's the plan? Torches first. Wow, that's completely off. Alright, completely missed that one. What happened there? Right, torches. And since this is the roof, we don't worry about those. Hey, Hava. Hey, so Hava, I've been trying the Skyrim with the AI NPCs. Have you tried it yourself? Let's see. How it says, oh yeah, no, not tried. Yeah, I tried it and like I can see the potential, but because the game is not built for it and the NPCs are not written for it, Because you know, like the normal game, most of the NPCs have very little dialogue, right? And so either the AI has to make stuff up, and then the stuff they make up doesn't perfectly fit the game, or they don't make up any stuff, and then they don't have much dialogue. What I'm trying to say is, because the game was never designed to have AI NPCs, it doesn't quite work. There's not like the content is not quite there, right? Anyway, that's what I want to say. There is definitely a lot of potential, but a lot of work needs to be done to make the game suitable for having AI NPCs. And the AI would have to be especially trained for that role. Like either they stay in character and the character just doesn't have much to say, or they don't stay in character, in which case, they're just making stuff up. I would say, yeah, as usual, training is the issue with AI. Yeah. So like you have to like specifically train the AI for the role, and you have to specifically write content for the AI for the role. Like you can't just. I mean, you can just put it in and see what happens. But there are a lot of gaps if you do that. Anyway, that's my personal experience. If you don't mind them just making stuff up, it's very interesting, right? But you're not really playing Skyrim anymore, just playing AI chatbots, which is interesting in other ways. I can imagine it being very, very good, but it'll be a lot of work. And it'll be work that nobody has done before, so it's gonna be difficult to get right. Uh, Trying to think how to sequence this. So after, I should build the water slides first, I think. Because once I allow the creepers to spawn, the last thing I want to do... Okay, I need to get more pauper. The last thing I do is let the creepers spawn, right? So everything else has to be complete before I let them spawn, otherwise I get creepers everywhere. Where was I? There. I should check the prototype. I might be able to lift the water slides up by a block, although I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because the creepers take more fall damage. But it'll give me better access. Maybe it's a bad idea. If I lower it by a block, I have to figure out how to get up there again. Because the scaffolding is in the way. None of that is crucial right now. Alright, so here we'd leave the block in the middle. Right, one of those. Oh, I didn't leave the one in the middle. Hold on. That... No. Yes? Yes. Alright, good. That's correct, right? Like this... I guess you need an AI that's trained specifically on Morrowind, not Morrowind, in a Elder Scrolls lore. And there is specific Elder Scrolls lore, but none of the AI models that exist are trained specifically on Elder Scrolls lore. So as I said, they'll make stuff up, by which I mean they bring in real-world knowledge and just other fantasy settings, because that's what they've been trained on, like all sorts of fantasy novels and books and games and everything else. But then again, I'm not sure there's enough Elder Scrolls lore to train a decent large language model. Like, you might have to write a lot more lore to make that work. Because you need a lot of lot of text to make a good... Oh, that's not good. A lot of text to make a good large language model. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just like... By making sure like it doesn't get confused with other fantasy settings. I haven't tried this. Like if you ask... I'm sure if you ask about dwarves, you'll get confused about the dwarves from other lore, right? Dwarves from like Lord of the Rings, dwarves from Snow White. For example, because like the dwarves in the Elder Scrolls is very specific, and not like other dwarves in other fiction. So things like problems like that, you can't just train the AI on general fantasy. It has to be specific to Elder Scrolls. The positive though is that Elder Scrolls does have a lot of lore already. Just not sure if it's enough. Okay. Hold on. Leave a hole here. That block. Did I leave one on the other one? There's a hole there. Right. Okay, so the spawning areas, they're blocked in. So the next part, I'm gonna have to move the scaffolding. You know what, let me just get rid of this right now. And we'll put it back when we need it. Okay. Let me skip out of this. And check the prototype. I might want to change the design of this. Like lower it by a block. Yeah. So at the moment there's a gap there. If I have a 2-block gap, I can walk in there. But can I have a 2-block gap? And if I have a 2-block gap, then the creepers fall further and take more fall damage. If I have no gap, then I have to scaffold above and then go in and then go up, which is fine. And do I make this solid? Like is there any point to having this hole here, or do I just make that solid? Making it solid might be more convenient. I think lowering it and not having the gap. Will I ever need to get in here? No. Oh, this. I need to make sure I understand this. So the holes are 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the holes. Howard says that edifice will look better maybe if you put some struts on it, or at least use another texture color. Yeah, so this is the machine, right? I plan to do it later, afterwards. You're right. I plan to like have a whole tower and then have stuff holding it up. The pink stuff is the machine part, and then I'll have like architecture parts. I would say it looks pretty cool as it is already. It is. Like the shape of it turned out to be quite cool. But this is just purely function, right? This is not considering any architecture at all. And it already looks like this.